Welcome back to another episode of the Needs to Be Studied podcast.
Chill.
There's no guest, and I'm not even calling him a guest because he's Wolf. We recorded something a while ago that this is actually a re-recorded episode, so I'm going to put that segment into this episode. This is our guidance counselor segment, and this is where you call out, reach in, ask for advice, and we give you what we think is. Now, we're not professionals,
Not at all.
but we know some shit.
Professionals in life.
Yeah. You know, Beyonce has a line in her song, and it's who needs a degree when you're schooling life?
I've been schooled in life, ladies and gentlemen.
Listen.
Definitely have.
That's somebody's podcast name. You want to start a podcast? School in Life.
School in life
All
is
right.
a good name.
All right, so check this out.
So I met this man
You hear it?
3 days before I had a girls' trip. And when we met, it was just like a few conversations, a couple text messages, one phone call before we met up in person. And within the 3 days of just texting him, he ended up sending me money to like do my hair and nails. I was like, oh, that's so sweet of him. We started talking a lot more. Like when I came down to see him, he made a whole spread of breakfast. He cooked. It was just like I was in La La Land. Now, within the next month, it was his birthday. I came down, we did stuff for his birthday. But in this time, he found out that he was sick. He said that he's going to the doctors, he's ill, and he found out that he has prostate cancer. And in this journey of him finding out his prostate cancer, I felt really bad. You know, I still wanted to talk to him, I still wanted to be with him. Everything about him was just...
At least the anal sex is off the table.
I never had before. He was very caring, loving, supportive. Like, he would do anything for me, and I didn't even have to ask. Like, it was just really good vibes. So I came down for his birthday. We planned it all out. We did stuff. It was nice. Now it came to my birthday. So when it came to my birthday, he was telling me about going to Vegas for my birthday. I got really excited. I found the tickets. I found the flights. I found the hotel. Like, this is the price. Should I book it now? He's like, no, I want to wait to see what time my surgery is, and then we'll book after surgery. So the surgery date was coming around, and I kept saying, like, well, we need to book because the prices are going up. It's going up. He's like, don't worry about money. You don't have to worry about money when it comes to me. I got you covered and taken care of. The day of the surgery comes, and he said, oh, well, after surgery, I'm going to book it. I said, okay, no problem. The day of the surgery comes, you know, I'm like, well, I want you to, like, call me before you go. Let me pray for you. He ends up not calling me, sends me a text in the morning, and I'm like, that's where he usually calls me. Okay, whatever. I end up sending him a prayer, and, like, I was worried all day because, you know, he was going in for surgery. Around 2:30 in the afternoon, he sends me a text message saying, oh, thank you for the prayer, but the surgery never happened today. It got canceled. Your surgery is booked for 6 o'clock in the morning. Now you're telling me at 2:30 in the afternoon that it's canceled and you're at your doctor's office. You're at your doctor's office. Why are you at your doctor's office if you were at the hospital in the morning? It didn't make sense to me, and I'm a girl that has sense, so I didn't understand why he said that to me. So I did a little bit of digging, and I kept asking him, like, well, what happened? Tell me, he's like, oh, his blood pressure was too high, so they canceled the surgery. I just didn't even reply. 24 hours later, he sends me a message, hey, shake my head. So I looked back at the message, opened it up, didn't reply. And then later on I said, what happened? He's like, you wouldn't believe my surgery's booked on your birthday week where we wanted to go to Vegas. And I said to him, well, how's that going to work? Like,
4 more days of prostate cancer on her.
The same day as my birthday? Like, how does that work? Long story short, I just stopped talking to him. Stopped texting, stopped calling. I just stopped talking to him. My birthday came. He texted me happy birthday. I didn't reply. And about 2 weeks later, so he ruined my whole birthday. Around 2 weeks later, I ended up getting a phone call from my homegirl who works at the hospital. So I was telling her the situation. She's like, no, that doesn't sound right. So I took pictures of mail when I was at his house. So clearly I have some information. And I ran his name to my homegirl to the doctor's office. My homegirl asked her if she knows what this doctor. So I met So I ended up taking pictures of like his doctor information letters and stuff like that he had on his table, saying, you know, he's going through this process. So I ended up taking. So I have the pictures of like the paperwork and stuff. So my homegirl that works at the hospital, her friend is a secretary in his doctor office. Her friend pulled the file.
HIPAA violation?
She had no cancer whatsoever. None whatsoever. No surgeries booked. Hasn't been in the doctor's office since last year. So he lied about the whole prostate cancer. And now he's like trying really hard to like get back with me. And I really like him. Although he lied. But The D was so good, like so good, and like other than that major lie and the fact that he ruined my birthday, he's doing everything. He's going on and above on what I don't need. He's sending and giving me gifts and stuff like that. But I haven't told him that I know that he lied about the whole cancer thing. So how do I tell him that I know for a fact he lied about that whole cancer thing and still collect all the presents? So I have the picture.
You can't see him right now, but Wolf is over here shaking his head. Wolf, what do you have to say?
All right, so women are just as psychotic as men, and this is what I mean. The nigga lied to you about having cancer.
Yo, that's more common than we think.
He lied to you about having cancer, and this is why I say women are just as psychotic as us because it's still on the table to you whether or not you gonna deal with this man or not. That says so much about you, for real. And this is not like a. I get what you're saying. Like outside of him being a piece of shit, it's like he was consistent, he was thoughtful, he was mindful, he was a gentleman. I get all of that because that's hard to find out here. It's hard to find quality human beings out here. But is he really fucking quality if he lied about having cancer? Cancer.
Maybe he said he was a cancer.
I just feel like the delusion is strong, and it speaks. My last point. It speaks to a desperation inside of the woman, which I could be wrong, but I say that because it's like for you to allow somebody to be so dishonorable with you, and then still consider allowing them to be in your life because of some dick. It's like, well, what's the value of your honor really? Because apparently it's as affordable as dick is. Like if the dick is good, then it's like you can lie to me about something so egregious. Like people die from cancer all the time. So this nigga has very low merit. You know what I mean? Gives a fuck about him having some money. He can take you out on dates. That's money. Money is easy.
Young delusional me would have probably been like, I could look past the cancer. Tell myself the nigga got chemotherapy, even though he never had it, right? But at what point at our big age do we be like, right is right and wrong is wrong? Like, you don't deserve my presence. Like, you got your gifts, take it and be out. But it's just like, you don't deserve any of my energy. Like, if I'm taking you serious, if it's chemistry or compatibility, like, you're not compatible with me. Why? You're a fucking liar. And if you don't have any more time to waste, I just think like you should honestly just dip. But you could also tell him, since you're about to dip, be like, listen, well, no, you can't take him serious. But it'd be like, yo, the dick is good. I just want to fuck you. But I know you lied about the cancer, nigga. Like, just be straight up. There's no way that you're ever going to take this person serious. And I don't even think that you said that you loved him or wanted to be with him or nothing like that. You just said the dick was good. So if the dick is good and I just want to fuck you until I get a new dick or a new consistent dick, I'm going to say, hey, you're a liar. You lied about the cancer. I know it. But then he's going to ask, how do you know? And I can't tell you how I know. I just know that you was fucking lying, nigga. Actually, if you're not lying, let's go to the doctor's appointment together, right? But in all reality, I just feel like you really can't take this nigga serious. The fact that you lied to me, I don't know if I still want to fuck you. And then the last time you went to the doctor was a year. So, nigga, what's your stats? You might not have cancer, but do you have commit?
Bro, this nigga's a piece of shit, bro. Nigga lied about having cancer. What are we talking about? Like, niggas die from having cancer.
Yeah.
This nigga's a piece of shit, man. I'm sorry. Like, it is what it is. Like, it was good. If you want to keep fucking a nigga, then keep fucking him.
Like, I lied about having kids.
What?
Like, in McDonald's when I was working and I wanted the morning schedule and I was like, I have kids and I need to be out of work by 3 o'clock so I can pick them up at 4. But they was like, Billy, you're gay. You just don't know it yet. And I was like, that was probably a lawsuit waiting to happen. But however, lying about cancer is like insane and it's the worst thing and you should move on and not worry about that. The next one is...
Hey, Billy. All right, so boom. There's this guy that I've been talking to for a hot minute. We have great chemistry, the connection's there, we have similar values, and of course the sex is great. We talked about our goals, we talked about future plans together, but there are times, it just feels a little hot and cold. Like, we can go days with little to no communication. In the beginning, we both expressed not being ready for a relationship after just getting out of one and agreed on taking things slow. However, over time, these texts are saying otherwise. I pray the Lord's Prayer to remove him. You know the one. I pray the Lord's Prayer to remove him if he's not for me or if he's a distraction and he needs to go. But we're still communicating. Do you think this kind of relationship is worth maintaining when there's so much uncertainty, or should I open up my options?
I think you answered the question yourself. You said you prayed the Lord's Prayer to remove him. So if you're praying to the Lord, you know he needs to be removed. And if it's hot and it's cold, like Katy Perry, then you need to make it warm. I don't know what the fuck to say. But if you're not getting what you want, then don't waste your time. And I think you should just move on. By him being hot and cold is a clear sign that he's not interested and he doesn't want you. And when you're not getting the attention, someone else is. And if you're not getting it, you shouldn't have to beg for no one's attention, right? So you should have other options open. And what is he saying to you? You say y'all both don't want a relationship, right? So kind of stand on the fact that he said he don't want a relationship. I love giving that advice and don't be taking my own because I'm back to talking to this fuck nigga, even though we're not going to be together. But it's easier to tell people because it's a way to hold me accountable too. But if he said he doesn't want a relationship, he told you what it was from the jump. And understand, we have to read the fine print. I'm going to fuck you. And it's not that he doesn't care about you either. It's not that he doesn't like you. He generally might care and like you too. But he did say he don't want a relationship. And sometimes what we do is we hear what we want to hear. A nigga would tell us, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship and I like to vibe out. And then we translate that into delusional language because there's a such thing as delusional language as, oh, I want to marry you. I want to be with you. I want you to take care of me. And we're going to be married together and we're going to be walking down the aisle. But the nigga said, I don't want a relationship. Rennie, what do you think? She knows she got to do, but sometimes it's hard. And I'm going to tap into delusion real quick. The delusion is when you treat me so good, it's going to be hard to find somebody to replace you. And you don't want to come to terms with that. And I've experienced and I've been there. And you think of when's that next big moment? Right? And who got time to wait?
Women gotta be like real to themselves. Like they gotta focus on their life and not on their life. Because a lot of it comes from like family trauma of growing up, not having a father, getting raised in a certain type of way, needing more attention than like what you had as a kid. And you're scared of losing people sometimes as growing up. So I think a lot of it comes from that. And they try to like fix it or complete their life with some person that's coming into it. And like they try to like take you and like form you into somebody that you're not.
A word. I like that. Well, just a little catch up, a little toxic catch up, of course. So picture it. I'm at home, minding my business, just sitting on the couch. Was I sitting on the couch? Don't matter where I was. No. I was all right, so I have a old boo that I call Old Bay, and I used to chill and I used to fuck with him. I used to vibe with him, whatever, right? That nigga's current boyfriend hit me up and was like, hey, what's the deal? So I'm like, who's this? You gotta play dumb. When the nigga hits you up, you gotta play dumb when you the side hoe. So I'm like, who's this? He was like, you know exactly who this is. And I'm like, nah, don't tell me. He was like, no, you know exactly who this is. So I was like, bro, what do you want from me? I have nothing to do with what's going on, what's happening. He's like, oh, you don't respect relationships. And I'm like, I do, but can you tell me what relationship I'm ruining? He was like, oh, because you called my man the other day. All right, here's what really happened. So I was going to the Horrible Decisions, Mandy and Weezy's One Night Only live show, right? But I needed somebody to go with because I had an extra ticket. So, but me and my ex, we don't really do nothing like that. We're just really cool. And I was like, hey, babes, as in like, what's up? I was like, what are you doing tomorrow night? Because I want to go with you to, I want you to come with me to the live show. But he never responded. He said, why are you hitting up my boyfriend? And I was like, oh, no, we're just really cool. He said, how cool are you? You keep saying, hey, babes. Nigga, I had to flip it around. So I'm such a good Virgo liar. I was like, oh, hey, babes is a form of endearment. Like, hey, boo, hey, babes, hey, bro. So the nigga is so stupid. He was like, well, you don't call him babes. You call him by his first name or call him hey friend or hey bro. Nigga, are you stupid? I'm not supposed to be talking to your ex, your nigga anyway. Hello? That's my ex. Why are you giving me Worse is that's okay to call him. So he was like, well, I'm just telling you, call him by his first name. And in true Billy fashion, I had to be petty. I said, well, listen, for a little razzle dazzle, I might call him daddy at times that you don't know about. So now the nigga mad. You're disrespectful. Nigga, my thing is this. Why when the person that is cheating, why do y'all go to the side person? Why don't you take that up with your partner? Because that has nothing to do with me. So now I'm calling my old nigga like, bro, like, why is your nigga calling my phone? Like, we don't do nothing. We haven't done nothing in a year, right? We don't do nothing. We barely talk. We say happy birthday to each other every year because our birthdays are some days apart from each other. But why are you putting this issue with me? So I called my ex, and my ex was like, well, honestly, I haven't even he was basically like, yeah, like I didn't know he went through my phone. I was like, well, handle that because we all know how disrespectful I could get, correct? And I said, if you want this to end really well, I don't want to have to violate. And I really don't want to violate because it's a new year. I'm a nice person. I'm not disrespectful no more, but I can. And then not only can I hurt his feelings and tell him that, yo, we just fucked, but I can also ruin your relationship, right? So the nigga is begging me, Billy, please don't say nothing. Please don't say nothing. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm not gonna say nothing. Mind you, my ex calls me later that night because he works the overnight shift, and it's like, at the end of the day, like, I'm with this nigga for now, but I really think I need to be with you. Your man is calling me, telling me, oh, stop calling my man, but you over here telling me that you want to be with me. I understand it. I get it. I really do. I respect it. I would love to be with me too. And I actually would love to be with you also, but you're a cheater, so I would never be with you again. The nigga hits me up and was like, so when can we link up and spend some time together? Your nigga is calling me, asking me about you. I'm not even fucking with you. I'm not even flirting with you. I'm being friendly. And then here you come, still trying to link me? Okay, when we linking? I'm just here for it at the point. But my main problem is, why is your boyfriend contacting me and not talking to you about the situation, saying, hey, I went through your phone and I saw Billy hitting you up? Mind you, we normally write each other through vanish mode. And I don't know how the message didn't go through vanish mode this time, but that's how we got caught. Well, he got caught because I could never get caught. Right? So a couple of days go by, we good or whatever. So now I end up texting this nigga through a text-free app, right? But I don't text him on some, hey, babe, whatever this, because I know the nigga goes through the phone now. I text the nigga like, hey, cousin, make sure you call me, right? Niggas ain't shit. Like, niggas ain't shit. I'm like, cousin, make sure you call me. I get a private call, and then I answer it, and the person's quiet. I'm like, here we go. I already know who this is. So in true Billy fashion, I said, since you're going to be quiet on the phone, we're going to hear a song together. So I put on Keisha Cole, I don't want your man, because I got it like that. And we like that. Because you think I want your man, but your man be calling me back. Like, so then I text him like, yo, bro, like, your man is calling me again. Like, what's really going on? He's like, yo, like, I don't know what the problem is. So I told the nigga when he called me again, private, and I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, if you don't trust your nigga, maybe you need to do something about it. But whole time he's confronting me, but never confronting my ex and saying like, yo, I know you're talking to Billy. I know you and Billy stay in communication. He didn't even tell him like, yo, I spoke to Billy about at all. Really? So my thing is, bro, what is your obsession with me? Why you keep calling me? Why are you not telling this nigga that, hey, I spoke to Billy today? So I had to tell my ex one more time. I said, bro, the next time this nigga called me, I just felt like I had to just hurt his feelings one time because that's what he's looking for. He's looking for a reason to get his feelings hurt, right? Because if you keep calling and not addressing the situation, you want something. So now I'm going to give it to you. Merry Christmas. Here's the gift. The nigga texts me again, like, I know exactly who this is, and you know what? You can have it. I don't want to. You can have this whole situation. I don't want. They've been together for like 5 years, but I also wanted to be clear and say this too: the way you get them is the way you fucking lose them. Okay? Because the reality is, when I was in a relationship with that nigga, you was a side. You didn't know you was a side, so I can't hold you to that, right? But when y'all got in an argument, that nigga called me and was like, yo, we got in an argument. Because he got in an argument, but I just cut the nigga off. I just stopped talking to him. And then he went to stay with that nigga. He was a homosexual. Called me and was like, Billy, can I please come back to your house? It's pouring rain and I have no place to stay. And that's the nigga I said, no, you can't come stay with me no more, bro. I'm sorry. Right? So you had that nigga, and if you got him knowing that he was cheating on me, what the fuck did you think I was gonna get? What's gonna happen to you? Because the nigga's cheating on you. Because why? We linked up not too long ago. So I honestly in my heart feel like I feel bad. I feel bad for the nigga. Because the fact that you don't even have the balls to go to your nigga and be like, bro, like, why are you talking to Billy? Or stop talking to Billy. And then you telling me, Billy, you know what? You can have this situation. I don't want to go back and forth with you. And you're telling me I could call him bro? No. Tell me stop talking to him. Tell me where you at. I want to fight you. Since you hit me up, just say something to me. Why are you bothering me? And I honestly felt really, really bad. Like, bro, like I feel bad for him because he does not have the looks. That has nothing to do with nothing. But he does not have the courage to be able to address the situation. And I honestly was telling my ex, like, bro, he's pussy. Like, why is he not confronting you and telling you, like, hey, this is what I want you to stop doing? Right? It's either that or he's doing something else. Because most times when the person letting you do what you want to do, they fucking on somebody else. And that is my TED Talk. I wanted to talk to you about something that I finally, we spoke about ghosting many times in the past.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And I hate ghosting. Mm-hmm. I hate when people ghost me.
That's some trash ass shit.
Yeah, and I don't want to ghost nobody, right?
At times.
But recently, somebody forced me
to
ghost them. And I tried to take the adult route, right? So basically, the person hit me up. And it was like, oh, I want to get to know you, da, da, da. I'm like, all right, cool, no problem. But then after doing further research and looking at them, I was like, all right, this is not my type of person. They don't give me that, they look good type of look. You feel me? So they're not for me. And I don't really want to hear anything else that you have to say. So I kind of like, all right, fuck it. This is not going to work. Let me just tell them in a nice way. And I was like, hey, I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I have a lot on my plate. I have a lot going on. I can't. It's unfair for me to entertain you because I have so much going on.
That's what you told them.
That's what I told them.
That's the right way to do it.
You know?
That's the right way.
Their response to me was, okay, that doesn't mean anything. No, they said, heard, no problem. I just wanted to take you out to dinner, no problem. Then they said, you know what? I don't do too good with rejection.
Okay.
So I'm still going to try and get you.
Oh, so whatever happens after this is your fault. It's on you.
I said, okay, no problem. I was like, heard, you don't do good with rejection. They didn't have to really think, is that my problem or your problem?
But you know what, though? I literally just had I just recorded an episode that's not out yet, but I was asking this lady for advice on, like, men ghosting women. And she was saying the only way to effectively ghost a woman is to literally stand by what you said. Because you can tell her I don't really want nothing serious, and she's not gonna move around. She's gonna take that as a fucking challenge. So that person it sound like they were just like, you know what, on second thought, I'm gonna double back and let you know, I don't really do good with rejection. You gotta be like, I don't give a fuck what you do good with. Like, I'm not dealing with you no more. That's the appropriate way to walk away from somebody.
Because I've been in times where I don't do too good with rejection, and I'd be like, you know what?
How? I do.
I'm a swerve on you and let you know, like, I'm not letting up off that easy. You feel me?
Why though?
I don't know.
It's an ego thing. It ain't even for them. It's for you at this point.
Yeah, because it's like, nigga, I think I said this before. You don't end shit. I end this shit. This is big boy right here. Like, I call the shots here.
Nah, if you tell me you don't want to rock with me no more, I'm just okay.
So
I don't want to be nowhere I ain't wanted.
The nigga keeps hitting me, good morning, good morning, good morning. And I ignored it. I'd be like, hey. And I'd be like, when I see the message, I'd be like, oh, hey, good morning, da da da. But I already let you know I'm not interested.
Yeah.
So one day I was just like, Bilal, why are you still responding to this motherfucker? Right?
Fact, bro.
So I stopped responding. And then he just tells me, like, wow, it's just rude of you to not respond to my messages. I told you.
Red flag number 1.
I was interested.
Don DeMarco. That's a flag. That's a red flag. Like, bitch, what you mean? Like, didn't you understand me when I told you I ain't interested? Now you trying to police how I engage with you? You can't do that.
And I'm so mad that I gave you my number. And I don't know. I gave you my number off the strength of.
See, that's the problem. Motherfuckers be giving their numbers out like you don't even like this nigga. You knew you ain't like him from the rip?
You know what? I thought.
Greedy.
No. I was like, when they first hit me up, it was like, oh, okay, no problem. You thought, how firing, you have a crush on me. Thank you. But then I was like, this person don't look up to my standards. And am I self-sabotaging? Yes. But again, this person...
How was that self-sabotaging?
Because I'm going off of looks. This could be the love of my life, and I'm saying he don't look the way I look.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't call that self-sabotage. If you know you're not attracted to them, it's probably best that you stay away from them.
Good. See? Not self-sabotaging. You're not for me. I don't want an unattractive person. So when I showed my friend them, right? Because my homegirl was showing me a picture of her man. I was like, oh, he's ugly.
Yeah, I trading photos and shit.
Yeah, we do that. Yeah, we do that. And I'd be like, yo, I was like, I was telling her, the nigga she's talking to was ugly. She was like, damn. I was like, well, tell me about this nigga. What you think? And everybody was like, ew. So I was like, oh my God, I could never bring him around because y'all gonna always talk about me behind my back. Yeah. So why the fuck would I bring the nigga around?
So you entertaining this nigga because he might be a good person.
Yeah, but then I was like, fuck that. You don't look good.
You know what's fucked up about entertaining people that you're really not attracted to, but they're good people? You end up realizing they cause you the same problem that the fine people are gonna cause you. So then it was like...
The audacity.
Then what? I double played myself.
Yeah.
Because now the ugly motherfucker giving me fine motherfucker problems.
And the nerve of you to give me fine motherfucker problems.
You get what I'm saying? Now I double played myself because it was like, here I go thinking I was going through the back door to get to where I was actually trying to be because it's like, you know what? The person inside, that motherfucker is going to stress you.
Yeah.
Out.
So I cut him off. And I say this story to say that some people deserve ghosting. Because at least after I communicate, like, hey, I'm not interested in you and you still trying, I deserve to turn into Danny Phantom.
Well, at that point, it's not ghosting. At that point, it's just, you know what? It's like ghosting is a disservice to yourself at that point. Okay. Because then it's like you sharing the blame. Like, nah, don't do that. Don't share none of the blame. This is a you problem.
As a professional ghoster.
Yeah.
Why did you ghost?
I ghosted because it was just the easier way to step away from you versus like do the right thing that you did and just have this conversation where you gotta like, you know, I'm trying to avoid the conflict. This is too much for me. I'm not even that invested to be like, hey, like I just want to talk to you and let you know that, you know, I got something else going on, or I'm actually I'm actually not looking for nothing serious.
Hurt my feelings.
You get what I'm saying? But it's like I don't want to do that.
No, that would hurt my feelings if you just left. Communicate that.
I think that's the right way. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I'm in an era in my life, bro, where I'm really like for real, like not even like no podcast shit, but I'm really reflecting on the way that I've treated women in the past. And I'm definitely not one of the worst of these niggas by any stretch of the imagination, because I done heard stories that is absolutely unbelievable. However, though, I done contributed to some pain, bro, for sure. You know what I mean? And now all I want to do is like maybe encourage niggas like moving forward, like maybe niggas I'm older than or whatever, to let them know, like, bro, just let her know, straight up and down. Straight up and down.
Have you been ghosted?
Yeah.
And how did that make you feel? Because
I was cool with it, because truth be told,
toxic.
If you didn't ghost me, I was probably gonna ghost you. It's part of the game. So, but
what game?
The game of, you know, life, dating. You know what I mean? Like, you got a roster, I got a roster. So, like, there was one time a girl kind of disappeared on me, and I ain't really noticed because, you know, I had so many other things going on. But then once my roster got cleared up, you know what I mean? Then I was just like, damn, what happened to Shorty? So I doubled back with her, and I was like, yo, like, you ghosted me. I was dead ass like, yo, why you ghost me? And she told me, what did she say? She was like, sir, you don't give me enough attention, or something like that. Something like that. This was a long time ago. She was like, you don't give me enough attention. And I was like, oh, true.
Nah, I definitely, I need that. I need all communication on deck, because by you ghosting me, it could make me feel a sense of insecurity. And as you know, we have the fear of abandonment here. So I could probably be thinking something's wrong with me. I'm not enough. You ghosted me. Am I doing something wrong? How can I be better in the next relationship?
I feel like it only feels like that when you really like the person. You don't really like everybody that's in your roster. You like them.
You're not on my roster if I don't like you.
No, what I mean, no, you like them. But it's like, it's levels though. You know what I mean? Some people, it's like, you know what? I would low-key get into a relationship with you if this shit went right. And there's other people it's like, I'm attracted to you, you cool, you funny, we have a good time, but I don't actually want to be mutually exclusive. Like I'm going to walk away from the other opportunities just to be exclusive to this one. Like you don't feel that way about everybody.
No, you don't.
That's in your roster.
Don't.
So that's what I mean. So if you get ghosted by a certain kind of person, it's like, oh, well,
no, I feel like you owe me some. This is death row, bitch. Like
this is not death row.
This is.
You want to be at your contract?
If you on my roster, you owe me some type of explanation. I don't care if I see you once a quarter.
Nah,
you owe me some type of explanation of why we lost touch with each other.
Bro, nah,
you on the roster, and then the tryouts is different. Like you on the roster, you made it on the roster for a reason. You are main, like not a main.
No, it don't take all that to be in the roster.
Nah, if you're on my roster, you something.
You just gotta be with it. You gotta be with it, and you gotta have the qualifications. That's it. If you with it and you got the qualifications, we can talk.
You got a roster now?
No.
Okay, good.
It's not. I've learned. So like one thing about me, like a lot of men, right? But a lot of men don't know how to relate to this. But like I have abused my power as a man for a long time, and now I understand why you're not supposed to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with talking to multiple women, but I have abused my power to talk to multiple women for so long that I burned myself out.
Okay.
And then I realized, like, you know what? This is not even really, I thought this is what I wanted. This ain't what I fucking want. So this is not that. I realized that life is not for me.
Okay.
To be entertaining multiple human beings at one time. It's not for me.
It is.
That's for you?
You
ain't had enough yet.
What you talking about?
If it's still for you, that just means you ain't had enough. Because it costs you too much. It's too much. It drains too much of your energy.
I feel like there's a balance. And when I say the balance, if I could talk to maybe 2.5 people. The half is I can fuck you. But the 2 is I do have to weigh out my options because niggas will embarrass you and you just want to make sure you right. You
love talking about niggas embarrassing you.
They will. They will. You see Donald Trump, he's embarrassing us right now. Shit.
Yeah. I mean, I hate being embarrassed. That's the number one way.
You know, so you just got to have your options open for sure because...
I mean, your options is open because you're not mutually exclusive. That alone makes your options open.
Yeah, well, I just feel like you got to have at least 2.5 or 3 on your roster because for sure, let's say, God forbid, something goes wrong that you do something that's an automatic deal breaker. I can't be left in this world alone.
What's the point of having a roster, though, to you?
To get to know who you're most compatible with.
That is not the point of me having a roster.
For me,
okay.
For me,
so you're dating to win. You dating to keep something.
Yes, can never lose.
No, I mean, but you dating looking for a relationship.
Yes, I desire to be in a relationship. My roster back in my 20s.
TV show in real life. That's crazy.
Huh?
You having a TV show in real life?
What you mean?
Like Flavor of Love type shit.
For sure.
Yeah.
My roster in my 20s was the niggas I was fucking real quick. On some like, this nigga was for a link up. This nigga was my go out to eat nigga. This nigga was for like, those were my fun niggas, my fun times. This roster is who is gonna come get the clock. I love you, Flav.
Oh, the clock. Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, nah, my version of a roster is just to have fun. When I have one.
Okay.
Just to have fun. Like if I thought one of y'all was gonna be girlfriend status, it would be a whole different thing. I mean, technically she might still be part of the roster technically because she's not official, but I'm gunning for that. If I know what I want, I'm going for that.
So I think that's a good point that you brought up because maybe some people look at it different as, so I have a dating roster.
Yeah, I got a fun roster. It's like, this is what I do in my free time roster. Yeah.
Okay.
These are like people in my roster that are supplying needs that we all have, that we all want. Because I don't have a person that I could safely do that with, if that makes sense. I mean, so not to say they're not safe.
You don't think it's necessary to have a dating roster, especially if you're dating with intentions?
No, because the thing is, like, I would like to think, because you do need to get to know people. So I'm not even trying to act like, you do need to get to know people. But I'm saying, like, for the most part, you kind of have an idea of when somebody is like, oh, this is somebody that I could see myself being in a relationship. You kind of know, like, if you got like 2 people or 3 or 4 people, one of them you like more.
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I was on a dating app, which was like years ago, nigga. Oh my God. Years ago. Because I just don't fuck with them shits like that.
Right.
This girl that I thought was like super fucking fine, bro. Super cold. And she kept it real with me and she was just like, I just want to let you know, like, it's this other dude I'm talking to at the same time. And I was like, yo, you so fucking bad. Like, fine. I'm trying to apply my pressure.
Right.
I'm staying consistent. And then eventually she let me know, like, hey, me and this guy, we gonna go the whole way.
Now that's competitive dating.
Yeah, but I had to respect it though. You know what I mean? But like that girl, I was like, yo, if you give me time, this is gonna be that. But it wasn't that.
So how did you compete? And I hate to use the word compete, but how did you compete with the other person's time?
Well, my point of bringing that up is that like she knew who she liked more, but she was entertaining the idea because maybe she had 2 good prospects on her hand.
Right.
Who knows? Maybe it was more than 2. But she was like, there's another guy, just letting you know so you could be aware. I was like, okay, value that. And it just made me want to be like, honestly, I probably didn't get her because I had a roster of girls.
Right.
But at the same time, I was trying to give her some of the best energy that I had. I was just trying to be there. You know, attention and women, attention is the currency for women. It's almost nothing you can really actually get that you claim that you want without giving them that, though. So that's what I tried to do. Like I told you, the one girl ghosted me, and I asked her, why did she ghost me? And she said, because you don't give me enough attention. And I was like, I respect that.
Right.
Moving on.
Would you ever do poly?
It's not for me, bro.
Not for you.
It's not for me. I don't even understand how you could like legitimately try to please 2 women. In theory, I understand why people like poly, and I think if it's for you, go for it, King. You know what I mean? That's for you, but it's just like, nah. Like, how am I please 2 women? Women are very irritating at times. As much as they're great, women pick fights. They're sensitive. They get offended easily.
So imagine doing that with 2.
With 2 women, that's
that nigga said it was 5. You could do it 5.
Yeah, on some quick, like we just talk a very minimal amount every single day. I can't do that though. Like I'm too busy right now.
You know,
I got time for myself. Shit.
Competitive dating, that's my roster. It's like you said, me figuring out who's the best prospect. I think I use a big word.
Prospect. Go ahead, prospect.
Hey, prospect.
Come on, prospect.
Come on. You go to the park, prospect? Wow.
My favorite park.
But to see who's the best candidate in my love life, right? And who's, again, I've been saying a lot, I'm dating for compatibility, not chemistry. I love chemistry, but that's laid in the outline.
Yeah,
however,
chemistry. Let's do the compatibility. That's how
you know, so it's just like,
that's how you
chemistry is extremely important, but I need to have my options. I need to see, okay, I just don't want to date one person, maybe not even date 2 people, because I need to see who's filling me up physically, but emotionally, you know?
You don't, but this is what I'm trying to ask you though. Let's say you got 3 people that you're talking to. You don't know that one of them got like the highest chance of becoming your boyfriend? Like you don't have
Yes, you do.
That's what I'm saying. And
For
like
sure.
chances are you're right.
But how do you know that if you don't give it the options, if you don't give yourself options?
No, having the options is fine.
Okay.
But I'm saying the person that you know might be the one. Actually, because I'm starting to think. I'm starting to have memories and shit like that. There was a relationship I was in one time, and it definitely came down to like, I had 4 girls in the roster. I fucked with all of them. It was really like 2 of them. They all could have been girlfriends based off attraction level. But it was really came down to like 2 girls that I was like, it's either going to be this girl or it's going to be this girl. And the girl that I ended up choosing, I chose her because it made more, I could see myself being in her life more realistically.
Right.
The other girl was not necessarily as available. She worked a certain type of job, had a certain type of life, and it was just like, it would be really kind of hard. Like you're super further away and shit like that. But I kind of always knew though. So that's what I'm asking you. Like when you dating, it's like you already know, like this is the person. They got the look, they got the energy, they got the I like how they live in their lifestyle. So you know, the other niggas just placeholders realistically. They're placeholders.
I like that word. They're placeholders.
They're placeholders.
But you need placeholders are necessary.
Yeah, they're like ornaments on the tree. It's like, oh, let me have some other
because
shit
just in
here.
case I do have to eliminate you, dun 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 dun.
Then somebody else get promoted.
First, second, and third. Not
But
everybody's
see,
a winner.
but that's not even a fair pick because it's like.
But I do want you to know, women have rosters.
I know they do.
Right. So even though you are Mr. One person at a time, homegirl definitely have a roster.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
For real?
Wait, what you mean?
Wait, I mean, you saying you know, but I'm saying like, homegirl, I'll talk to you off the camera.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, I think it's very realistic to look at it like that. I think it's safe to look at it like that. Like understand that there's a chance that there's other people
So
that the
if she
person's
has a,
talking to.
if a person has a roster, would you want them to know that? Would you want them to tell you that up front? Like, yo, I'm talking to other people, or
Nah, I don't think I need to know about it unless you're having like a certain. I don't know. It depends on the type of relationship you got with them. It's like, what's going on here? Like,
I want to know the
y'all
bare
shooting,
minimum.
clubs up and shit.
Yeah.
Like, because if that's the case, I think I would like for you to let me know
The
that,
club,
because I'll probably walk away.
Yeah.
Which is probably why you wouldn't tell me, though. You know what I mean? But see, the thing is, when you get serious about dating somebody, especially at this age, there is a such thing as a woman being like, I've had my fill with these things. Like, I had the guy who looks like this on paper. I had the guy who looks like this on paper. Now I'm tired and I'm sick and I don't got that much time left. And now it's like, I'm really not entertaining multiple people at one time. That's also another version of woman out here.
I was just talking to my friend on the phone about this yesterday, bro. It's so crazy that you said running out of time.
Yeah.
People, believe it or not, are settling for the bare minimum.
For sure.
Like, and I just want y'all to know, you don't have to settle for the bare fucking minimum.
Yeah.
Like my homegirl, sorry, but it is what it is. Huh?
Which homegirl?
I don't think you know her.
Yeah.
But she's settling. And I said that because her man has 3 kids. She's trying to be his 4th baby mother.
Very specific. You don't ever feel worried, just real quick, I don't even try to interrupt you, but you don't ever feel like cautious about leaving details like that? Because it's like 3 baby mothers, 3 baby, what was it?
He got 3 baby mothers.
It's like that. How many people could that be at that point?
I don't give a fuck. Don't tell
All
me
right,
your
cool.
business.
Anyway, continue.
Well, let me put it like this. Because there's certain friends I don't tell their
Because
business.
a motherfucker looking, they could be like, oh, it's down to 3 people.
Yeah, you're talking about me? It's like one of those relationships where it's like, bitch, you judged me a lot for my relationships in the past. Now I'm judging you for yours. Okay?
Okay.
And now it's like, haha, look who look crazy. At least, and
when they go low, we go lower.
Hello? When they go low, we bring it to the flow.
Sounds about Bill.
But I think with her is, I made those mistakes in my 20s though. And I'm aware of the mistakes that I made. And I'm aware of my worth that I have now. So I would not be making those mistakes in my 30s. And that's a promise I made to myself.
Yeah.
So the fact is that you judge me for the mistakes that I made in my 20s, that I refuse to make in my 30s, that you are now making in your 30s.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
It's like, bitch, you're a clown. And I could talk about it on this platform.
But is she making those mistakes in her 30s because she didn't have the opportunity to make them in her 20s?
She had those opportunities to make in her 20s.
She had the opportunity, but was she doing some 30s shit in her 20s though?
No.
By staying in like a faithful relationship? Because that'd be the case a lot of the time.
No.
A lot of time girls be having their whole phase like after their 20s, because in their 20s they was doing shit that they're supposed to be doing in their 30s.
But she's not even having a whole phase. She's in her 30s. She's settling for anything in her 30s, so where a nigga don't have enough money.
What kind of 30s though? We talking about beginning, 30. Mid, late?
Beginning, 33.
What you settling for? And that don't make no sense to me.
The nigga barely have a good job, right? He's taking care of the nigga's kids, right? She can't get pregnant, barely could get pregnant, and then
They're trying? They're practicing?
She's trying, yeah, she's trying.
No,
but why are you trying to get pregnant by a nigga to be his 4th? He has 3 baby mothers.
Yeah, what is it about this guy? You seen him before?
Yeah, and there's nothing to brag about.
He don't got money, he's not ambitious.
He got an eviction on his credit.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
You know?
Yeah, no.
So it's just like, what are you...
So the dick must be like majestical type shit.
I don't even know what it is, because
if it ain't that, then it's like, oh, so then you really got a problem, sis.
And I think it's the point of, hey, you're settling for something in your you're settling because you know your clock is running out. Yeah. And your clock is not really running out. Let's be clear. For women, you may feel like your clock is running out. But however,
anything's possible, especially at 33.
You don't have to settle for that.
You still got a good runway of time.
Yeah.
For sure.
To not deal with the bare minimum. I hate when people say, oh, if a person has kids, that is considered a deal breaker. But consider the fact that if it's 3 baby mothers, that could be a deal breaker. What makes you not the 4th?
That should absolutely be a fucking deal breaker.
But now if you have 2 kids and they say 1 baby father,
still tough, but it's like you got a better chance of making it work because there's fathers out there who are also single fathers.
Exactly.
And so it's like, it makes sense for them to be like, yo, I got a family too. Like, let's blend our families. Like, I care about you. If I love you, I love your kids. We blend our families, we make it a thing. You can increase your chances of that. But if you got multiple baby fathers, it's like, so I'm gonna have 3 niggas coming to my house on Christmas. Absolutely not.
Oh, the niggas can't even come to the house. And then my thing also too is like, so my other friend was like, well, you know what? Some people could change could change a partner. No.
Let's stop changing people. Let's just kill that whole narrative. You know what I mean? Like, I need people to come, what they say, batteries not included. I need that shit to come included.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go buy AA across the street at the bodega and then put it in the remote. Like, no. Have that shit pre-installed.
Yes.
With the motherfucking shipment. Bitch, the fuck is you talking about? Have that shit pre-installed. You know what I mean?
For real.
Yeah.
So I say that to say, please stop settling and know your worth and know what you, and tap into yourself and do the healing. Like, this person, and I know along with other people, they are so quick to jump into other things, like to have that relationship. We all desire relationships. I desire relationships.
Yeah, compatibility.
But learn,
I want to be alone.
The difference between chemistry and compatibility. Are you and this person compatible?
So you got to really break that down for people, because I understand what you mean. But I think you really need to make that plain for people. Like
chemistry. Like, me and my exes, none of them were really compatible, if you really think about it. As much as I enjoyed them in my life for what they were in my life for, we all love the same great foods. We love the same great music. We love Beyonce. We love to watch the same great movies. We love to watch the same shows. We have the sense of humor. We just understood each other. But compatibility, across the board, no. One was not, many of them weren't ambitious. Many of them didn't have goals of what they wanted in life. Many of them didn't even try to, well, I think that goes back to ambitious, try to follow their dreams. They don't, a lot of them didn't want marriage. I want that, right? A lot of people say, oh, marriage is just paper, but unfortunately, that's something I want, if Donald Trump allows me. Please, Mr. Trump.
Please, Mr. Trump. Mr. T.
Mr. T. What else? A lot of us didn't have the same values of what a relationship is. I want to be able to trust a person, but a lot of them led me to being able to not trust them at all, right? So that's what's compatible with me. Do we have the same values in life? How do we feel about family? How do we feel about religion? I am not the most religious person, but I am spiritual.
Yeah,
you know, I believe there's a God. I believe he wakes me up every day. I say thank you. I believe he put me in different rooms. But I'm not over here saying, oh, God said, no, you can't be gay because look what I'm doing. You feel me? And so I think it's all about, do our values align? And I didn't know these other niggas' values.
That's important, bro. To me, what it sounds like you saying, just break it down even more simpler, is like the difference between excitement and trust, right? It's like chemistry is excitement. Like a motherfucker get you in the mood. You love doing certain shit with them. You be laughing, you kiki, all this shit is fun. Mad fun shit. But like fun. Beyond the fun, it's like, what does the next 5 years look like? Does it make sense for me and you? Could me and you actually live in a house and be happy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the trust. It's like, I trust you ain't gonna do nothing behind my back. I trust that you can make the right decisions on our behalf if I can't be there. I trust that you're gonna stand up for me. I trust that you're gonna take care of yourself. Trust. You know what I mean? So it's like, compatibility is way more important, bro. It really is, bro. Like, man, I could talk about that for hours.
Have you ever felt like you mixed up chemistry with compatibility?
Once before in my life, yeah. Not, yes. Once before, a couple different times in my life. I definitely have. And now I definitely know very concretely the difference between chemistry. You know, because it gets weird, you know? Sometimes it's hard to discern the difference between the two. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. You know what I mean? I've been in situations where it wasn't that easy, you know? And, you know, players fuck up too, you know what I mean? Everybody can get caught slipping. But compatibility has to be the way. And I think that's the biggest problem with all type of dating. Like, a lot of people that's listening to this right now, you know you're in a relationship with somebody that you love. You love them. Y'all have incredible memories together. Y'all have done incredible things. But you know deep down in your heart that based upon how that person's stubbornness, lack of ambition, lack of curiosity, you know that person like 5 years from now, they might not be getting better with time.
Yo, my friends must hate me because I probably asked a lot, like maybe about 6 of them in the last month. When they come to me complaining about their nigga, I'm like, well, do you think you have compatibility or do y'all just have great chemistry?
Yeah.
And they be like, compatibility. And I'd be like, bitch, you know what compatibility is?
Why are you lying to yourself?
And I'm like,
I
was like, oh, okay, no problem.
Yeah.
No problem. Why you say that? No, you have great compatibility. Your values are aligned. Y'all have the same vision. Y'all both want the same thing. But y'all stuck in the same spot. So y'all have great compatibility.
And we do a good job as young people as getting stuck in the same spot with a motherfucker we're not compatible with.
But Wolf, my thing is, who wants to make those same mistakes that we did in our 20s and our 30s? Because one thing I refuse to do.
Some people's the 30s and 20s is not, there's no difference. Some people, depending on who you're asking.
I refuse to be in the dating pool at 40 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to find love.
No, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Actually, take the water out the fucking pool now.
Yeah, just take the whole water out. Nobody's swimming.
Nobody's swimming this bitch.
Yeah.
God damn it, pool closed.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely don't plan on being in the dating pool when I'm 40. I mean, if that's what it gotta be, then so be it. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to alienate none of your listeners that are 40, but at the same time, it's like listen, I'm gonna put all the chips in the middle of the table at some point, and I'm just gonna make a strong bet that this is the one. This is the move.
Can you find yourself settling?
No. Settling?
Yeah.
No.
Thank you.
No, I can't find myself settling. I do think that, see, I don't think settling is always a bad word, though. I think a lot of the time we use it improperly, but I think, especially like for men and men that attract a lot of women, like what's one of the main things you could think about a man who attracts a lot of women might struggle with in a relationship?
Communication.
Staying faithful is what I'm thinking.
Oh, sorry.
Staying faithful.
I didn't get that.
Right? And a nigga don't know how to stay faithful because he like still not understanding the illusion of options.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what I mean about settle. At some point, like if I like a woman with like a certain type of body type, you will quite literally, everybody who listens to this has watched porn before. There's literally 100 different archetypes of that person with that body type. 100 different variations of that shit.
Right.
You have to choose somebody at some point. You have to choose.
You do.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you kind of got to settle a little bit because it's like, you might be like, oh, like it's other people out there. Or it's like, damn, how am I sure? It's like, listen, brother, if you're looking for unlimited people that you're attracted to, you're going to find that easy.
Indeed.
You're going to find that easy. It's so many beautiful motherfucking people on this motherfucking planet. You ain't going to never stop.
What are you willing to compromise on?
I'm willing to compromise on anything that's not a necessity. If I find out that a motherfucker don't like all the same music that I like, I can compromise on that.
Okay.
You know what I mean, I don't want your music to be trash, but like, let's stick to the basics. Again, the difference between the excitement and the trust. All the things that are needed to be there for me to trust you there. If it is, then we can, okay, you can't have it all.
Right.
I'm attracted to you physically. I like the way you treat your own life, which means I can trust you to make good decisions for you.
Right.
Preferably, I met you like that. I was like, yo, when I met you, you was doing all the good things for yourself. I ain't saying you got to have all the money, you got to have life figured out, but you care about your own well-being, though. So you're making good decisions. A lot of the time you meet a motherfucker attractive as hell, not making the best decisions for themselves.
That part.
You know what I mean? So as long as you got those core things for the foundation, once you got a solid foundation, you can build a house on that shit. You know, so I can compromise because she gonna have to compromise on me, maybe.
Chemistry classes, I had, okay, boom. I want to know your take on this because I asked the Instagram yesterday. Can a person, right, if you smash them on the first day and without a date, they was just a hookup, and then you turn around and squint at them and look at them again, you were like, I think I'm going to get to know them and date them. Can a hookup turn into something serious?
Yes.
Really? I thought she was going to say no. Because here I am thinking, I'm going to give it, wait, I don't want to say the word sucking dick anymore because I want to be a professional person.
Give him fellatio.
I was going to say oral transaction.
Oral transaction.
Someone pulled up off an app to my house. I went downstairs. I performed an oral transaction in the car. And then I went about my business, and then I continue to. But then not only did I perform an oral transaction, I then made a deposit down the esophagus. And now I'm thinking,
Jesus
damn.
Christ. That's crazy. That is nuts.
Now I'm thinking, damn, can I ever be taken serious due to my oral transaction and deposit that was made?
You can definitely meet somebody the first time you meet them, be very physically attracted to them,
Okay.
engage in intimacy, and then it actually turn into a long-lasting relationship that is very possible. If you just giving like, I don't know, I don't want to police shit, you know.
No, say it.
No, like I don't want to police how shit should work for other people. I'm not you. I don't know who this person is, but like, I think it depends. Like, if you just giving straight jump off status, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, you just like, this is strictly for the feeling. Like,
because I got in the car and I think we were supposed to we met on Hinge and I got in the car and it was just supposed to be simply like a conversation. And then I made a comment like, damn, I thought I had to come here and suck your dick. And he was like, well, if that's what you want to do.
Of course that's what he's gonna say.
And I did it.
Of course.
So my thing is, damn, do I look like a jump off now?
You want to come off more like fun than jump off. It's a thin line. Like, you could be somebody with great qualities, but you fun.
Okay.
So it's like, oh, this motherfucker is like actually a really dope person, and then they fun. So they came through, gave me the whoopski, you know what I mean? And that's great.
Yeah.
But if you come through and you like not giving great qualities and you just bring if all you bringing is fun, lust,
right,
then it's like it can never be. It can never be.
So 203 people answer this on Instagram. 11% says nope. Once it happens, you cannot be serious. 38% people said it's possible, and 51% people said it depends. And I wish I would have said elaborate on the depends. Do I think I have a chance with this nigga? I probably do, because I'm a vibe and I'm really funny, and I let the nigga out his drawers, literally.
You showing good qualities of a human being. Like, it's like, oh, you dependable, responsible, ambitious. Those are not easy to find qualities in most people. Most people, all they offering is sex. That's why again, that's why I said like my roster is like, I'm not keeping you in the roster to date you. Because most of the time, all people know how to do is be nice and be attractive. That's all people know how to do. You ain't good for nothing else. For me. For somebody else, you might be like, this is what I need. But for me, it'd be like, you're nice and you're attractive. For a lot of people, when I had a roster, once upon a time.
Once upon a time.
Yes.
Yes, please say.
Clear shit up.
Our extracurricular activity is kinky things to do on Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day is this weekend. And I want to know, what is the most romantic thing you've ever done for Valentine's Day?
I've done very romantic things throughout the year.
Okay.
I don't know about Valentine's Day specifically. I might have dropped the ball on Valentine's Day, to be honest with you. I might have been broke or something. I done did some shit, bro.
You are a romantic person.
I done did some shit.
Like, when I hear you cook, and I'm like, no, that's fire. And I hear how much creativity that goes into your planning.
We've known each other for a very long time now.
Yeah, time goes by. Is it about to be 5 years?
Something like that.
Wow.
So you have known me while being in a relationship. You have known me when I've prepared for the relationship. You've been a part of the preparation plans.
Yeah.
You know things. You've seen Airbnbs. You've seen things. You know what I mean?
I have.
You have. You know what I mean? So maybe not Valentine's Days. I can't take credit for that. But I definitely tried.
If it's your birthday?
If it's your birthday, I'm going to definitely try my very best. I'm going to try.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I got it, sometimes I don't. But if I do have it, I think the most romantic thing that I ever did, I planned a surprise party. I talked to her friends and brought them in on it. You know what I mean? So I was just like, yo, have her come out this night. Like, really have her come out, chill with her, vibe with her, take her somewhere, you know what I mean? And I was like, and then later tell them, like, you got to come to your homegirl house or something like that. Like, we got to go to my homegirl. She's so cool. You got to meet her. Like, you know what I mean? Whole time, like, the house that the homegirl is no homegirl, right? It's me. I'm the fucking homegirl. But, like, I was there. Fire-ass Airbnb. I hired a saxophone player to play one of her favorite songs. You know what I mean? I had a cake made. Like, I ain't just buy a cake. I had a cake made. You know what I mean? By a nigga who be baking and shit. You know what I mean? And then I had gifts. So she came through. As soon as to open the door, it was dark in there. You know what I mean? Came through. Nigga... That ain't the song. It was some fly shit, I ain't gonna lie. It was some fly shit, you know what I mean? And then there was plenty of champagne, you know what I mean? And so yeah, that was day one. Day two, nigga had the gifts, you know what I mean? Hit you with the like, got you this, I got you this, I got you that. And then I had tickets for us to fly somewhere too.
how do you top yourself every time?
People say this all the time. Me and my mom was talking about this too. She was just saying like, if you're gonna start the date off, if you're gonna start like her impression of you one kind of way, you got to keep that consistent. I don't think so though. I don't believe.
Oh,
that.
I believe so.
I don't believe that. You know what I mean? I think that like at the end of the day, like my value is not what I can do for you. My value is the magic that is inside of me. Like the fact that I'm even capable of that, that's the value. Not like, are you gonna do this every time? You know what I mean? It's like, you know that I'm capable of doing that though. That's how I look at it. So I might take you out on a date. Like I had a shout out to Daily Rapper Crew. We did a piece of content, and I said the most I would spend on a date is $300. I'm not saying I want to do that every single time. But what I am saying though is like, I'm willing to do that. And then the next day, I might take you to a coffee shop.
But that's date. I'm talking about birthdays. I don't know if you're going to give me a birthday that's top tier.
It just got to be good in a different way.
Yes.
Like maybe I don't got the funds to do all that, right?
Okay.
So maybe then what I do is that maybe I take you on a boat. Got some snacks, got some fruits, got some champagne or something like that.
Get in your creative bag. You can't have the saxophone player come in and then the next saxophone player out here is in New York City train station.
But that's what I mean. Like you can do other things. I'm spending way less money, but then while we there, then I might pull something out. I might have like some candles, or I might have like, I don't know, like I might have like a cake, or I might have like a something, you know what I mean? Something to make it feel fun and personalized feel. And I didn't even spend nearly half as much money. And then maybe we can go get dinner, or I can make you dinner and really try to make you some shit. Like I'm not talking like, no disrespect to my salmon and Alfredo making people, but it's like maybe you can make something a little bit more sexy than that. You know what I mean?
Salmon Alfredo, motherfucker.
You know, that's what, usually girls would be like, I can cook. And it's like, I make you salmon and Alfredo. And that's cool, that's good, but it's like, understand, like that's, you know what I want you to understand about that? It's not that it's not good, because it is, but I need you to understand that's the trick every girl pull out her bag. So I want you to know you're not necessarily offering him something that he's never experienced. You're not really doing what you think you're doing, but niggas gonna eat though. Niggas be hungry.
I made somebody lasagna recently and they said that shit was
fire. That's not normal. Niggas not making lasagna.
That shit was fire. Oh, that's my new go-to. Yeah. Well, my go-to dish is lasagna now. The rasta pasta, the chicken lo mein, and I don't even have a name for it, but I'm gonna call it my lemon pepper, turmeric, curry, lemon, zest,
goddamn,
baked chicken.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And don't get started on my mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I do a little pesto pasta, you know what I mean? A little chicken. Like
you made that dish?
Yeah. I made that. That's pesto pasta, that's chicken, and then that's broccolini.
I didn't know what broccolini was until I went to Atlanta. Sea salt. Bro, I want to go there just for a day.
That's why
I want to go there just for a day. Like maybe go there in the morning to record content, then eat, and then come back the same day.
That spot was deep. That spot was dope, man.
Oh, if we're talking about sea salt in Atlanta, that is my place right there. Something that I want to do for Nail Tech Bay, right? His birthday's coming. I want to go take him. Is it selfish of me? Yes. But it's the experience that he's going to get. Take him to Atlanta for a day. Take him to that restaurant.
That's fire.
To experience it.
Yeah.
And then we come back that same night.
That's fire, bro. That's fire. That's like an easy day. It's not super expensive to go to Atlanta.
At all.
Good tickets, good prices. You know what I mean? Then you come back. Or stay a day.
So Valentine's Day, the most romantic thing I've probably done on Valentine's Day was, the basic of decorating the house. So I got the little fake rose petals from the Amazon, lit the candles, got a huge teddy bear. I changed my sheets to is it silk or satin?
Okay.
So I changed the sheets to where there was more like Revue de Mier. Had the Christmas tree lights. Had the Christmas tree lights, and then had them with the white ones. And had the music and the vibe going, lit some candles. At that time I was a heavy smoker, so I had about like a few splits rolled up. And we just came and enjoyed the vibe, and everything was so good. Now let me tell you something. I hate a person with a bad reaction. And I don't give a fuck what you didn't experience in the relationship in your past.
For sure.
Your reaction means everything to me. Yes. The nigga came in, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Everything looks so perfect.
Yeah,
and this nigga goes,
what do you say?
Oh, this is nice.
Nope. Canceled.
I need you to jump up and down. I need you to tell me how much you love it. I need you to tell me this is the most amazing thing you ever seen. Like,
Baby Keem got this lyric. He said, what he say? I hate a hoe that's hard to impress. When you come into the crib, you better die, ho. Like, and that's how I feel. It's like, act like you dead. Act like this ain't shit you ain't used to.
Tap into your acting bag if you just like,
please start acting.
No one. So I had to ask, like, oh, maybe a few days later. I was like, have someone never did that for you before? They was like, no. I was like, yo, nigga.
So you're emotionally damaged because what the fuck?
Yeah, I'm like, hello.
You're damaged.
It got me so mad.
You gotta be, bro, because it took a lot of time and energy to do this shit, bro.
And I had just got off for work, so I ran home to hurry up and do it. Then you gotta freshen up. Then I ordered, some sexy underwear to wear. And for me, the sexy underwear is like a little jock strap and everything. Looking real good. Got the nice little Vogue on. I ordered some massage stuff so like I can massage you. For you to say, oh, this is what's up. And I was like, so a few days later, I was like, did you really like it though?
It's giving ungrateful.
They was like, I loved it. I'm like, but
how did you love it then? That's how you express love?
Shit pissed me the fuck off.
Your love is trash.
Pissed me the fuck off.
Your love sucks, man.
But this year for Valentine's Day, what I'm gonna try to do with somebody who I've been talking to for a while is create a sex dungeon, and nothing too extra, nothing too over the top, just something basic to where you set the vibe. So we agree like what kind of music we want on the playlist. We
you already told them about this?
Yeah, we're both putting our efforts in it together. And do I necessarily see this person being my partner? No, because we're not compatible. But I do want a nice romantic day for Valentine's Day. Like, we don't have to be together, but I just want something nice and romantic. So we're gonna do the candles, do the same, decorate the hotel room. I did say I want to do role playing. I did bring that up, and they were open to it. But then I said I also want to bring some toys into the bedroom. So we're working on little kinks out, and I'll let you know how that goes. But it's exciting. Like, my playlist, I definitely R&B. Like, some people get all that new music they listen to now. I know it has to be something like, I'm sorry, R. Kelly gotta go in it.
Oh shit,
R. Kelly gotta go in it. There's some kinky Valentine's Day ideas. The first one is wake each other up with oral and begin Valentine's Day by either giving them a blowjob or eating their pussy. When you're done, take a long hot shower together and help each other soap up. The second one is make your body a feast. Buy some edibles like whipped cream, honey, cherries, and chocolate sauce, and turn yourself into a dessert for your partner. Put them on your sensitive part of your body, like your neck, your nipples, your stomach, or thighs. Let your partner lick them off your body. Make sure to keep food away from private areas. Next one is have a risky date night and put a pair of vibrating panties on and give your partner the remote. Go to the restaurant or bar, see how much she can handle or how much you can hold yourself from having an orgasm in public. You can also finger her underwear underneath the restaurant table or give him a hand job in a low-lit restaurant.
Okay. Know a couple low-lit restaurants.
Hello? Next one is experiment with foreplay. Choose any roles you like. Could be strangers in the bar, boss and employee, doctor and patient, or teacher and student. Dress the part, pretend you've never met before, act the role, and fuck each other like strangers. And the last one is make a sex tape. Make a Valentine's Day sex tape. Make it memorable. Record yourself with consent and pretend someone is watching. You can masturbate to your partner's sex tape later. If you're not comfortable with making a sex tape, you could just have sex in front of a mirror. And let me tell you something. I went to this hotel, whatever. It was definitely had bed bugs. You could tell. It definitely had used condoms underneath the bed.
You serious?
I was young.
No, sir.
I had to be taught.
Never. Standards have been real.
I didn't know what motel was until I went there. And then I just saw all the mirrors on the ceilings and the side of the walls. The nigga got me drunk. Took advantage is crazy. Got me drunk. Yeah. He had that cheap liquor, Bacardi.
Got you drunk.
You got me drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, so make sure you just have fun this Valentine's Day. Be safe, be consensual, be romantic, enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Go to the movies. And yeah, that's it. So the homework assignment for this episode is where we give advice. Just give dating advice in general.
All right, so my advice on how to be a little bit more intentional is I feel like a lot of the time when you're in a relationship and something goes on and you don't understand, or something that you kind of interpreted kind of funny, like what you mean by that, or like I'm offended by something you said, the first step should be information, not offense. I think the first step on the ladder people take going up is offense first, and that's the wrong choice. Information first, meaning explain yourself. If somebody offended you, ask them to explain themselves. If they're misunderstanding something that you said, give more information, you know what I mean? But like nobody should be getting angry though, because it's counterproductive. Once people get angry, they can't listen as good, they have lack of patience. Now they start, maybe throwing jabs, might just doing little, just unproductive shit. So try to minimize stop being so fucking sensitive. You know what I mean? Stop being so fucking sensitive. Like if you're trying to go the distance with this person, there's no room for that. There's no room for that. So yeah, work on not being offended and work on communicating through your problems. Like if you upset, okay, cool. Communicate that to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for tuning in to Needs to Be Studied podcast. Wolf, where can the people find you?
Yo, it's your boy Wolf Taylor, man. You can find me at the Halfway Up podcast. I call it Halfway Up because you'll never finish rising. You can find me on YouTube. You can find me on Spotify. You can find me on Apple. Yeah, man. I have a self-development podcast. I like to talk about things that are always going to be relatable to people, no matter how much technology changes, no matter Gen Z, Gen AK-47, no matter who's around at that time. I like to talk about things that's going to apply to them still. Talk about everything from extending your parents' grace. Talk to everything about how to have more confidence, not understanding God. Stop being a people pleaser, shit like that. You know what I mean? So if that's something you think you could be interested in, I would love your support. Yeah, man. Shout out to Billy. Appreciate you, bro. We got to do more of these, bro.
I love this.
Yeah.
No, we're going to definitely do more of these.
This better than your last one.
Huh? Which one? The redo?
Your last one.
You didn't like the last one?
No, I liked it.
Oh, no, definitely. Because it's more personal. And it's us, you know?
Yeah. I liked it. I did like it. But I feel like this is better, though.
No, and this is what y'all, I know y'all missed the Ratchet shit, and I'm here to give it to you. But Ratchet was classy, okay? Boo's Ratchet.
Yeah.
But we got to give them more of these. This is what they like.
For sure.
But I also got to teach y'all some shit, too.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, well, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and tell a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Holla!